Yeah, reminisce on the time. Yeah. Called an Obama game as well. Well, obviously Obama. Yeah. Obama was president. Yeah. Or no, was he? Was it 2007 or 8?
I don't think he was president then.
Yeah, it was 2007. Yes. No, it was 2008.
Definitely not like.
December.
That's kind of like it's popped out in like the summer, right? Or
October.
Oh, so really close then to the election. But like when you say, "Oh, it was an Obama game," you can't say that without me thinking like Obama is in it. It is in there somewhere.
Every president is president, whatever. I like saying that, but okay. No. Yeah, but it's a good thought. It's funny and entertain, I guess. I guess it's just fun to, you know, shorthand what kind of era the game is from, rather than by console. You sort by president.
Yeah, generation is like sort of a wibbly way to measure those things because, like, I mean, yeah, like, you know, their consoles are a way to like sort of give like a solid, like, okay, this is this generation and so on and so forth. But then for stuff like PC, that doesn't really work. And like people were still making PS2 games or PS1 games when like the PS2 was out. Well, not as many because they were like already in development when the two came out. But okay.
You also have to consider that many PS2 games were released on the Xbox 360 with a few graphical knickknacks added on. Yeah, like, I don't know, sorting by presidents helped.
That does give you like a 4 or 8 solid year range to like pick from. Of what? Makes me think back to Resident Evil 4 and the dead saying it's like, okay, it's on the PS2, it's never gonna be on anything else, which turned out to be like the world's biggest lie. You can fucking play that on anything, even on phones.
And it does better on the GameCube too. Performs better, right? As I remember it.
I think I want to say I played it on both PS2 and GameCube. I can't remember any sort of like difference in performance.
No. I killed 12 Svens. I killed 51 scientists. Killed 50 scientists.
And then... God, what the hell was I just going to talk about? Right. People were just talking about, like, remasters and re-releases a little bit while ago, and, yeah. Resident Evil is like a big thing for that, especially. Oh, nothing that way. Okay. I like how I've played this enough times that I should know, but I never know which way to go.
Oh. Somehow I found the right way.
Nice. Like, yeah, if we're talking about Resident Evil remakes, I played what was the one on GameCube? Like I guess it's the first game remade, and people go, it's just like, well, that was super great, so they're not going to remake the first one again with this new engine. I'm thinking maybe they should.
Are they gonna do fixed camera angles again?
That's the thing, with the new engine, they could if they wanted to.
I mean...
Nope. Not walking in there.
Right.
Like how there's another crowbar in there, just in case you missed it.
Medical systems engaged.
Technically pick it up. Wait, I'm gonna test something. I'm gonna test if it's prop or not.
You gonna throw your crowbar and try to grab the other one?
Yep. It works.
Yep, as in it's a prop, or... Oh, it works?
Yep, it's an actual weapon.
Nice.
Awesome. We can grind for score here by damaging ourselves.
Somebody became me.
Yeah, that was me. Turns out, like, that was 3 hound eyes at once.
Alright, let's get going.
Oh, we lost someone. On your mid.
Uh-oh. Be very...
Oh, we lost 2 people.
Okay, given how we're set up, we're probably not gonna fly to where we're supposed to go, so yeah, get ready to swim.
Or you can use the other method. Awesome.
I am speed, despite my broken legs.
Your legs are not okay.
That's the problem with, like, having so many fucking games and, like, to do community shit in, because there's any game you could go and just go, hey, when are you doing that again? It's just like, fuck, dude, I don't know. And then we got, like, EDF coming out. And apparently the new EDF just has, like, all of EDF 5 in it. That's what I was told, because I know that... Oh, shit. I know that, like, I was thinking, hey, maybe we just do some EDF. But then I hear, like, yeah, no, the new game is just gonna have everything that, like, everything that 5 did. It's just, like all the levels, too. I'm just like, well, okay. Now I gotta think, am I just gonna... Am I just gonna be a regular-ass infantryman again? I kind of like doing that when, like, when I was playing through the other games, that I might try to change it up to just be different.
Whoop.
Right, that's like a respawn point if we're playing survival mode, but we're not, because... why?
No! Get it off me! Get it off! Get it off!
Right. Oh. Not quite sure what happened there, but okay. Like, the security guard that's supposed to tell you, hey, watch out. Like, he fucking exploded. I don't know why.
As one does.
Hey. No idea where her name is.
Oh, I'm getting the oxygen and fuel.
Yeah, we must be right behind you then.
Yeah, so this is the... One's blocked, one isn't.
My brain's still hung up on remasters and stuff, and now I'm thinking about... God, what was that fucking game? No, I don't think it was. Holy shit, I literally just had it. Oh, okay. There's one that I do know that I actually did play and I do have an opinion on. That's not too bad.
Go.
Okay, yeah. I don't. That feels bad, but at least the fan is going. The Homeworld games. Those were good. Like the remaster, re-releases, whatever the hell you want to call them. I played both of those. And, yeah, pretty good. To the point where if you haven't played those games, I recommend it. I imagine it's pretty niche, though. It's like space RTS. Can't imagine everybody's going just like, yeah, for that. If you guys are going for the oxygen, I wonder if I could go for the power.
Here they seem to be going.
What seems to be going?
Okay, oxygen fuel's on.
Yep.
I am heading to power now.
There's some green people.
Yeah, I'm never quite sure why those people are green. It's gotta be like the, you know, the
lighting thing.
Yeah, the fucking Simpsons uranium lighting stuff going on. There's something very funny about how, like, it seems collectively we've all decided that, like, radiation is green when, like, no, in real life it's blue.
Warning. Hazardous radiation levels detected.
I want to say the Simpsons probably did a good job getting that in, like, getting that idea into, like, the culture. Okay, I think power is on. If there's some extra step that I don't know that they need me to do for it to count. Because if you can just press the button, that saves me the trip of having to go all the way back. Go for it. Hey! Teamwork.
Just a little warm in here.
Only a little toasty. Bugs me so much that we can't jump through because we just saw the glass break. Must be some way to, like, keep the player from scamming the...
Yep.
Yeah, keep him from, like, from breaking something by going too fast. Alright, cool. Now will I be able to get down this hole without breaking all of my limbs this time? Nope, not this time.
There's a shell. Love the shell. Give me the revolver. There we go. Whee! Whee!
Vital signs.
What the hell is he even doing down here anyway?
Who, the security guard?
Yes.
Could have just been hiding there. Like, for all we know, that dude was just fine by himself, and then when we, you know, let the rocket loose, it's just like, oh hey, whoops, we killed that guy without meaning to. Our bad.
Yeah, we're just protecting the scientists down here.
Yeah, like, another thing, like, why is there, like, a ladder built into the, like, the thing? Like, that just got hit by a huge-ass rocket. Why, whatever.
Minor fracture detected.
I'm pretty sure one thing that they did right was... I don't think any place is, like, physically impossible in relation to other places, where if you were to, like, layer the game on top of itself, every map at once, like, nothing's crossing over. In a weird way.
I'm trying to think. I know there's some maps out there that show how things are. Don't put together.
Hmm.
There's also the whole timeline thing of where everybody was at
At what point, yeah.
I think that shows the whole map, or the superimposed of the different places.
Okay, just gonna ignore that.
Okay. Rock out of nowhere.
There's a lot of, like, game dev stuff where that sort of thing happens, where... like, they just start building stuff, and then it's just like, okay, we gotta make it all fit together, but it's weird because they didn't think about it when they were,
Minor fracture detected.
sure you can get the power on. That crane will take
like actually putting stuff together.
Now try it yourself. Generator room. And there are things in the way.
To activate the generator room.
Kaboom!
Yep, that's one way to solve that room. Casual OSHA hazard.
Hi, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, it sucks down there, so get ready to do something when I press the button. That wasn't quite what I had in mind, but
Me.
how are you How are you almost completely unhurt?
Armor. Armor. And get more of it. It is 100% the armor. Went from 100 to 28. Junkat's still there? Don't you respond?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, those guys are meat. You can't help them.
Oh. Yep.
Holy shit! I didn't realize those are fans that can just launch you up. Whee! Those things have probably always been there. It just never occurred to me to mess with them. I don't know if my aim's gotten worse over time, or if I've always been this bad of a shot, but like now I'm noticing it.
Old age. Yeah. That'll fix the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's just like, I'll tangibly make my life life worse and my life expectancy a little bit shorter from the stress, but I will. Yeah, my reaction speed will be a little bit better. I'll move the thing. Oh right, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Shit.
We gotta go run. Run! The... Ah!
Alright. Let's pull it.
We're all here. Get it!
I did it.
And yeah, as you can see, he mysteriously goes wide. We don't know why. That's just the source engine. Gold
It's just
source.
how he rolls. I'll go fiddle with the track.
I wonder.
Old Cirque feels like such a tech
Ow.
demo sometimes.
Fracture
Half-Life sometimes feels like a deck demo.
I feel like that's less tech demo and more like they're just trying to show off, oh, look at the cool shit our game can do. Because at the time, like, a lot of shit that people just take for granted now is just like, wow, holy fuck. Yeah, they figured out, like, what is now considered basic shit, and everyone goes like, holy fuck, dude, that's amazing!
I'm just gonna...
Like, Duke Nukem has, like, working light switches, and everyone was like, holy, what the... Amazing! Ah, they did change some stuff to make it less of a pain in the ass than the real deal. What do you mean, the cart?
Get up.
I'm trying to remember exactly if you do. I feel like there might be some kind of like speedrunner trick where like you don't need it. Yeah. That's why you need the thing, because otherwise it's just like a water pit you can't get past. So you can't just rush your way through the entire thing. That's how they get you.
Hold on a second.
Nobody does.
Yeah.
That's half the reason why Jess like immediately runs to the lobby. Like when you get to he runs there, it's just like, oh, it'll be funny. Let me do it. Well, this was a dead end, not this way.
25%.
Is that? And that gets us out of here. Just gotta go back around.
Where the hell does this go? I don't remember this.
This place is a freaking labyrinth. Whoop.
I also forget what they did with On a Rail in Black Mesa, which is funny. Why?
Everything's turning around.
It's not that way. Man.
Vital signs critical. Blood loss.
Some guy turns a quarter and gets fucking gunned down by Mega Man. Yeah, honestly, that sounds like a lot of like stuff that happens in Mega Man.
Owie.
Level change! Almost there.
That one just standing upright asserting its dominance.
Power 25%.
It's always funny when you can see... God, what's the word? Animal behavior, like, from the real world applied to, like, sci-fi stuff.
Not quite sure what you're going for.
25%.
There is a... Have you ever seen that movie Nope? By the guy who did, God, what... God, he's done, like, a Get Out. Have you seen that movie?
Nope.
There's some pretty cool shit going on in that, and it's like, oh, that's weird and freaky, but then, like, I think about it for, like, more than 3 seconds, just like, wait a second, it's weird and freaky, but that's still something how, like, a regular animal would behave. So it was neat to see that and, like, be able to make that connection.
Charger.
Vital signs critical.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can do something before I hop off here.
Oh, it's about that time?
Yeah, it's that mythical time.
Well, it's always nice to have you come out.
Alright.
The game for next week is V Rising. That should be on sale for anybody who was thinking about that, but don't have it.
I'd think so. It's the summer sale.
You'd think so. And oh shit! I completely forgot that was there.
Let's see, V Rising on sale for $24. 30% discount. Alright, have a good evening.
You have a good one. Can you use this? No.
Nah, you can't. That got him.
Gotta go lift those up. That's that. This still works despite being directly blasted by a grenade.
Man, I got no ammo.
If you wait like 2 seconds, I think I know where this tram's gonna take us. No! Wait! I don't know if this is gonna let me, but I'll try to bring you back. Yeah, I forget which one we're supposed to take.
This is the one that was blocked.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. You need explosives to get back there. Speaking of very specific angles. I think you got him.
How do you even get back there?
Like, okay, clearly, like, they set up the gun, and then they entomb the man with sandbags.
I guess. Not
The real
very
question
familiar
is,
with
where are
that
they getting
tactic.
sand for the bags?
They're in the middle of a desert.
But, like, we're underground. Right, I remember this. There's another one up there. Whoop, watch out. I keep forgetting which button you gotta do to get that done right.
That was very loud.
That's because, like, there's two going off at once. Okay.
5%.
Keep going up. Oh, that lightning doesn't even hurt you. Okay, there is a grenade that will hurt me. Like, it was funny when somebody pointed out, like, oh yeah, electricity's just enslaved lightning, and I'm like, who? Ooh. Yeah, you're good to go. I mean, from a certain perspective, I guess.
It's just charge differentials. Lots of big charge differentials. No, he just kind of stands there, and it does its own thing.
War of the future. Uh-oh, yeah, like, that just goes to a dead end anyway. You're gonna have to ditch the cart anyway. You take the turn.
They're both turns.
The one where you have to change the direction with the sign. Is that guy not dead yet? Okay.
He is, as they say, chunky salsa.
Blood loss.
Those guys seem more touchy than usual. Okay. Oh, cool, I'm not meat. I just thought there was going to be a sniper there.
Usually there is, isn't there?
Hmm. Yeah, or it could be a difficulty thing.
No, there he is. Shot at me.
Where are you?
By the is yeah, there
Oh,
he is.
yep, I see him. I don't have grenades to kill him, though.
That got him.
Now, can we do the funny? If I can just get up there. You probably gotta do this. Yes! And can I just... No. Wait, yeah, you use that. Because I remember climbing out those before.
They're not glass.
Maybe be able to reach
I
the
think there might be
buttons.
some kind of collusion barrier, though, because we're definitely clearing that gap. It's just not letting us in.
Damn. It's funny if you could, though. Alright, out of the thing. Like, out of the room, because, like, I hate this, like, fucking dynamite tripwire puzzle, so I'm just gonna solve this the fun way. I also like how to get in here, you have to open one set of doors and open the other, but they open and close at the same time, so it's like that's not how an airlock works.
It may just be security doors. And then I was in here.
I guess that's one way to keep somebody from getting killed out there.
Did the texture still misaligned?
I couldn't say. Probably. Or at least not obviously. Hey, nice timing. Thread that needle. Alright, cool. One of the hard parts are over.
Major fracture detected. Automatic systems engaged.
Alright, so... I'll do it for the sake of haha being the cameraman, but I think maybe if, like, one person hangs back and, like, doesn't get killed by the thing, like, they might be able to, like, do some stuff faster. If you wish. But okay. Max speed.
Oh, right, Waterworld.
Yeah.
It was Mel Gibson.
Was that Mel Gibson? No, that was somebody else. That was like Kevin Costner or some shit.
I think you're right, actually. It has a video game on the Virtual Boy.
Really?
Yep. God only knows why.
The other fucked up Kevin Costner post-apocalyptic thing that I know of is The Postman, which... Let me up there, goddammit. It was, that was its own... That was a whole ass thing, because... I remember, like, getting around to reading the book, and it's just like, huh, yeah, no, the book has some wild shit in it that, like, there's no way they're gonna be able to fit that in the movie. Miniseries or whatever.
Are they doing a miniseries? I know there was a movie.
The Postman. That's what I'm thinking of. And yeah, that was like a mini-series, I think.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the thing I'm thinking of, like, yeah, the Postman, there's... Like, I remember bringing this up before and people didn't know what the hell I was talking about, but yeah, there's, like, they've got, like, full-on, like, fucking cyborgs in that. Okay, so... Thank you, Donkey Kong. Remember
Can
your
someone
sacrifice.
shove a barrel over this way?
I'm doing it very slowly. Very slowly. I don't know how much more I can... Can you try that and do the crouch jump? Oh, shit, nice.
Power 25%.
Ow. Okay, there's this thing, and there's a long-ass way, but there is a door, and you get in there, and you get some air. But there's also leeches in the water, so you're still getting hurt anyway, it sucks. Squeeze through this. Ah! Bust this grate. I don't remember this at all. Whole ass other area. This might be like a Sven only thing.
Did they do that?
Maybe. I might have just never been in this room. Ah. You go, yeah, there's a turn you take, and then there's a ramp up.
Did you see it? They said it was hauled from the Challenger Deep, but I'm positive that beast never swam in terrestrial waters until a week ago. There's a
Alright. My trank darts, I'm going for it! Right, it's a little bit more funny when the darts explode. Opening door, go! Oh yeah, like...
Instead of like, oh hey, there's stuff down here. Like, oh, okay, I'm unstuck.
Yeah, play something that doesn't assume you're a super expert in everything related to this engine.
No tertiary fires.
That is something that gets lost when, like, stuff is purely fan-made.
What?
It just sort of, like, stuff tends to trend toward being, like, for super experts, or just, like, it's really more wacky than anything else. You see that a lot, I think, with, God, what do you call it?
I mean, look at Mario 64 ROM hacks.
Yeah, that, and Mario Maker is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's part of why I didn't even bother buying 2, is that no one made maps that were fun to play unless you were some kind of wall-jumping god. In Mario Maker 1, yeah, it was pretty much all challenge maps, I swear. Or just nonsense.
Oh no. Wait, was I not even on the... Like, let me... Okay, I guess you do have to... I guess they changed that. To keep people from skipping that. Anti-rush stuff. But yeah, the Mario Maker stuff, there was a lot of... Just a lot of, whatchamacallit? Super... Hey, check out this really hard thing. Nice.
I can't move on my head, unfortunately.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Damn. Yeah. Alright, so you could move that. This should let you get a little bit higher, and yeah, okay, then you can skip that bullshit. Like, I made some stuff for, you know, Mario Maker. But, like, there was only one that was, like, I'm thinking, like, wow, this is probably too hard, it's not very fun. Everything else was just, like, I want to say, kind of sane.
Gordon Freeman, it is you, isn't it? The science team has been tracking your progress with the Black Mesa security system.
I like how, like, the first map I ever made was, like, very simple, and yet a whole bunch of people died because I made something not a completely flat cliff, and they thought, like, oh, there's something under there, when no, there was just death.
How many maps have you made?
If you're bent on reaching the Lambda complex, then you'll want to...
I don't know, I'd have to pull the switch out and go look, and it's been a bit.
Cold room. Ever been in a cold room?
I've been in... I remember back when I worked at the supermarket, I would work outside in the summer, and then they just let me chill out in, like, the bakery freezer, because holy fuck.
It's kind of like that, but it's a whole friggin' warehouse. My father worked for a biotech corporation for a while, so when we did a tour, they'd always go to the cold room. And yeah, it's basically like a walk-in freezer the size. Have you ever been to a Costco or like a warehouse store like that? Oh, okay, bye. It's just like that, but it's all freezing.
Freeman, right? I've got
Do not lick the walls in such a place.
I mean, somebody licks, like, the light poles, so... Somebody licks, like, the metal poles when it's ice cold, so somebody does it.
If they don't, who will?
I almost worded it that way, and I'm thinking it's just like, why? But yeah, where did you go?
Grenade. What?
Oh man.
Oh, I sure know.
Sure.
Oh, nothing bad.
Surely nothing bad will happen.
I see it.
Alright, we got him.
Yeah, we beat it.
Where are we taking
Game.
this Freeman guy? Topside for questioning. What the hell for? We got him. Let's kill him now. And if they find the body? Body? What body?
Doesn't make sense. You're doing a government cover-up. Care about finding the body. Really cared that much about hiding the body.
Like, they have orders to bring in freedom, and like, if they kill him, they'll get in trouble for it. So if they gotta hide the body, you know, they're just gonna...
You can pilot the walls.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can do that. But yeah, you know, they have to hide the body because otherwise they'll just get shit-canned because, hey, you disobeyed direct order.
For some reason, it's not letting me do it.
Oh, level
Usually
change.
you can control the walls like they're a tracked vehicle.
Right, yeah, that. It could be another Sven thing they changed. I imagine if they're looking to optimize stuff, getting rid of little things like that probably actually helps the map.
True. But then again, that probably only works with Funk Vehicle. That's literally how it's programmed. This part always confuses the hell out of me.
Like, I know what this texture is meant to convey. Why does it sound like wood when I smack it?
System engaged.
Isn't it a big wooden board? That's what it looks like to me.
No, I mean, I thought it was, like, meant to be just sewage.
Oh, no, I think it's a big wooden board for the top of the water tower. Reduce evaporation.
Oh! That would make sense. That's a real thing people worry about. Right, how do we get past this?
Gun.
Shit. Help. I mean, okay, no one's near me with ammo.
I haven't even found the gun. I'm up here in the smash room. The Mountain Dew vats.
Oh.
The gun doesn't respawn, that's fucked up. Ah, okay.
The pipe just disintegrated from me walking on it. This place needs a fire and maintenance crew get someone new.
I mean, the place is like 50 years old. Even though some of this stuff is clearly new, but...
I mean, the lore is that it's like converted from an old Fallout shelter bunker, right? Or something like that?
Old missile base.
Yeah. I opened the maintenance access door.
Very cool. If I eat shit, I'll be very happy that that's there. No! Let me... Yes! Don't think about how much cancer I just got.
Levels detected.
Oh! We're here now.
Wait, I got you. Shit.
Automatic medical systems engaged. Morphine.
Oh.
Okay, now this way. I do not remember the top of that being a solid thing of concrete. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna loop.
Why is everything the opposite way?
Oh! Wasn't sure what the buttons were doing.
Go for the one in the middle. Ah! I think you spawned inside me, and that like killed some stuff. Sorry.
Oh, we're finally here.
Minor fracture detected.
Gotta remember the right sequence of shit to drop down. Right. Remember this right. Cool. Okay. In this room with 30 million barnacles just to scare you. I mean, there's all this garbage they're sending down, so it's just like, hey, that's some free food. But then it's like they're not anywhere near where they could grab it.
Internal leak detected.
I like how there's no reason to assume that, like, that button will open that door, but we don't have a choice.
Fracture detected. Automatic medical systems engaged. Morphine administered.
Fallout 3 really is Oblivion with guns.
Why do you say that? I mean, I know that was the big thing to say when people were like going, "Oh, but how can Fallout be open world?" Yeah, like people were all concerned about it, but what makes you say that?
I wasn't paying attention.
I don't know, it just felt the map isn't empty, but it is just...
What,
there's a lot of
Fallout 3?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it
liked
is
it
just
well
a lot of
enough. I wish it
walking.
wasn't so goddamn buggy.
You can
Not
say that
buggy at
about a
all.
lot of Bethesda stuff.
Oh, Fallout 3 got more buggy with every patch.
Fallout 3 was like the first game I played where I saw like a model freak out and go all spaghettified.
Yeah, that happens a lot now in the final version of the game.
Power 25%. Power.
Alright, I'm going to lay traps and stuff, because I can. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
Honestly, the biggest issue with the game probably is, well, one, the aiming of the guns, not so good. That's an issue. And then the main plot just did not make any sense. Like, it's so bad there are characters you see die that pop up later like nothing happened.
Like two example. I just had
Your father kills himself to activate the reactor and the purge radiation to kill Autumn and his men, and then Autumn just shows back up anyway. And then, of course, the whole Fox. Oh, it's not your is not my destiny. It's your destiny. So go kill yourself.
Yeah, it says a lot that like they had to make like a fucking DLC to fix that.
And all these factions are fighting because they all want to do the same thing, which is activate the water purifier.
But like they all want it for different things. That's the big crux of it.
They wanted to poison it.
Yeah, they wanted to like put something in it that would kill anything with like that was irradiated or mutant or whatever.
The computer wanted to poison it. Autumn and the human parts of the Enclave just wanted to take control of it, and everyone else, the other characters, just want it to be running.
I found really strange about going across it was you just encounter random enemies, like you encounter a Robo Brain or a Super Mutant or Raider.
Just dudes around.
There was plenty of that in Fallout 1 and 2.
Yeah, just there were random encounters you could just find. Granted, those are probably more just dudes, but it's
lots of mutated. I've played Fallout 1. I always get stuck at the same spot, so I've never finished it. But you'll come across just random Protectrons or Mr. Handies or whatever out in the wasteland too. But mostly scorpions and mutants and stuff.
Yeah,
I think part of the issue is also that Fallout 3 it didn't really have towns. There was Megaton, and that was pretty much it. Why is the music playing? We didn't activate everything.
We did though.
Oh.
But why?
Needed more ammo.
Somebody gonna revive me?
I can get down there. Or Kit can get down there.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm not allowed to turn this piece of shit off. Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, cool. I was about to say, did anybody grab one of the guys, or...? Possibly.
I think they did a pretty good job of recreating this section in Black Mesa. It's at
Oh,
least a
yeah.
part that sticks in my mind.
One of the big things in Black Mesa is that in the original game, like, you can save as many people as you can, but like there is just hard points where you just gotta go, okay, and you just gotta leave them. In Black Mesa, they do a thing where it's just like, okay, cool, you go on ahead, and like, you know, it feels like they actually exist rather than just sort of being like just somebody that walks around.
Oh, yep. He's on me. Okay. Over here.
Well, I'll let you out, but I'm warning you, it's hell out there. It's completely unpredictable. Need many of our peers.
Oh, you can just...
Why would you just pile a bunch of explosives in a tunnel like that, you know?
You gotta put them somewhere before you, I don't know, blow up a building or some shit.
Just doesn't seem like sound storage practices. I feel like the tanks start showing up about now.
Yeah. Also the helicopter.
Oh no, it's the bridge first. The dam.
Alright, helicopter dead.
Another nice thing about playing this instead of the usual Sven stuff, the HP is not inflated to hell and back.
True. It's kind of already a problem with Half-Life when you compare it to other games, but like, yeah, again with the like by fans for fans mindset of just like, hey,
I mean, it makes sense to bump the HP up if it's supposed to be played with like 4 people or whatever, but sometimes they go overboard.
What the fuck? This is a fake one. Oh, it's fake.
What do you mean it's fake?
Like, neither of them are dead ends. They shouldn't be.
No, this one let me through. Just had to kind of crouch and wedge your way through.
Ben, like, ruined the lighting there. You can't tell.
Yeah, it's like a teleport or something.
I think they got weird stuff going on.
Okay. Sugar soft.
Where's that fucking helicopter?
Where will you go? Got him.
Nice. I never fucked
Yep,
with that stuff to
spawned
see.
me.
I never fucked with that stuff to see it was worth it. All right, mines. Here's. No, I can't do that with chum toads. Does anybody have any explosives?
Nowhere to go.
Blood loss detected.
Okay, this'll.
That's really stupid. Next
I mean,
one
it does.
too.
Found
Does
some
say
rifle
minefield.
grenades.
I only have 2. Oh, there's definitely something there that'll kill me.
I found more rifle grenades.
It might count as a rifle. It might count as explosive enough to kill the mine. Nice. Also level change, so it's not a problem. Also my bones. Oh, they definitely made this wider for multiplayer.
This is the one that kind of became the Valve theme song.
Yeah, like the one you hear on startup. Now I'm thinking about that new game of theirs, Deadlock, and like...
That's
the fuck
Valve?
Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't it like a Overwatch ripoff?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like they're doing stuff, but
You know it. You know, to be honest, because Valve did Dota, doing Overwatch is not out of the realm of possibilities.
Yeah. And TF2 was kind of the precursor to that sort of game.
YouTube still gave the user a lot of freedom, even if it was class-based. Like,
Yeah, my point being that like
matchmaking.
it was a deviation from the
Sub-server.
kind of the arena shooter Halo style game that predated it. Where's TF2 still got updates?
at the very least, like it looks like they're trying to fight the bot problem, which is nice.
I do hear that they fixed a large portion, but at least they've done some work on it. Is it already
Yeah.
down? Nice.
Yeah, the bots I played recently, there's no bots. There's just none.
Probably still idlers, but nothing that's like going to disrupt the play, which is good. Like, no one really cares about the trade bots or idlers. It's the,
But yeah, because
obnoxious
those
hacker.
guys, those guys just sort of like fuck around on their own servers by themselves, so they can like, you know, launder more like mob money.
And they did it right before the summer event, so...
So yeah,
that's
there
when
is
more active.
yeah, there is some like there has to be some real like money laundering going on. It's just like, hey, look at this hat for this one video game. It is worth $10,000. Like, no, it isn't.
Who knows with that? It's literally the same sort of stuff as crypto and,
Yeah, no, that
Whatever those things.
that predates crypto and NFTs though.
Oh yeah. Where do you think they got the idea? Oh, there's a tank.
What happened to...
I'm amazed I'm not me.
What happened to... Tell us about Imperial. What happened? I also am at 14 health.
Crypto, yeah. Imagine being so mad that, like, your class does not get green fire to distinct it from other classes that you just decide, hey, let's make fake money. Let's make money even more, that's even more fake than regular money.
Watch it, Bradley.
I'm getting paid in crypto right now, actually.
Yeah, this is reminding me of Bad Company 2. I missed that game.
Was that the game where the soldiers, like, cracked a lot of jokes and they were looking for gold?
It was the first one.
That was the first Bad Company. I don't know, I want to say the second one is a little bit of a send-up on more of a Call of Duty plot, because there is, like, sudden world-ending shit, like, oh, watch out. But,
there's
like,
humor in there, but it's all optional.
yeah.
It's kind of
But,
lame. I mean...
Something that bugs me...
You know, Bad Company isn't Borderlands 2, so, you know, it's automatically better.
Just take Bad Company 2. That's it, and then just make max server size 64 like the other games, and you're set. That's all I wanted. That was my only disappointment in Bad Company 2. Like smaller server
Battlefield
size.
3 was a huge step backwards. Like, the destruction mechanics in Bad Company 2 are amazing, and it's weird because it's like Bad Company 1 was a console spin-off that was only on the 360 or something. It wasn't on PC. Then the sequel is more like a conventional mainline entry, and then 3 walks a bunch of stuff back from that. It's really bizarre.
Yeah, just... These guys don't, like, they strike gold, and it's just like, fuck, dude. Like, I imagine cutting back on some stuff is about... Like, I imagine there's some is just like, oh man, consoles can't handle this, but then it's also the cost of development to make that thing, which probably has, like, a lot of stuff to do with it.
Got him.
I'm just glad other shooters decided to just embrace the, okay, big server size.
Yeah.
Like Rising Storm, it's just like, sure, they'll get you up to 64 no problem. I don't know what it's called, but I know exactly what you're thinking of.
Oh right, this part.
There is an upper limit, I think, for like how big of a server you can make. But yeah, there is an upper limit for how big of a server I think you can make for something like that, because eventually you gotta like you have to make the maps with that a number of people in mind, so like,
yeah,
if you only have like, say, so many people on the server, like it's not fully up to max because, I don't know, not peak hours or whatever, then there's just all this empty space no one's doing nothing with. I need to try to remember exactly. Right. So you go this way.
This is where survivalist mentality comes in.
Was that my fault? I just broke a box.
There's stuff on the other side of the box.
Does the particles trigger it?
That was my fault because I can't fucking jump. Yeah.
Intend to go on, then I beg of you.
I don't think it had a mine on it. If it did, I just plain didn't see it.
Heading for the left. I was heading there myself until I wound up here and, well, simply lost my nerve. Take one look through that door and you'll see what I mean. I'm just going to wait out the catastrophe in here. If you intend to go on, then I beg of you, proceed with extreme caution.
That was a head grab.
What am I doing now?
Aren't you? I was heading there myself until I wound up here and, well, simply lost my nerve. Take one look through that door and you'll see what I mean. I'm just going to wait out the catastrophe in here. If you intend to go on, then I beg of you, proceed with extreme caution.
Who knows? The naming conventions are nonsense.
You're heading for the I was heading there
Only
myself
thing,
until I wound
like,
up
I
here
was never into
and,
Call
well,
of Duty,
simply
but
lost
it
my
is
nerve.
funny to
One look through
see,
that door and you'll see what I
like,
mean.
people, like, do retrospectives and stuff, just like, and they go, hey, yeah, I compare the number of times somebody gets tortured by a bad guy compared to the times that somebody gets tortured by a good guy in those series, and the good guys do more torturing, and yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
I mean, it's using American action movies as a reference, so not a terribly surprising conclusion to find.
Alright, I think I got
I was heading there myself until I wound up here and, well, simply lost my nerve. Take one look through that door and you'll see what I mean. I'm just going to wait out the catastrophe in here.
Yeah, I think that's what we did the other time we did this.
I was heading there
Yeah,
myself
this is
until I wound
easily
up
much
here and,
harder in
well, simply lost my
multiplayer
nerve.
than single
Take one
player.
look through that door and you'll see what I mean. I'm just going to wait out the catastrophe in here. If you intend to go on, then I beg of you, proceed with extreme caution.
Well, no, it's not harder. It's just weakest chain. Strongest has the weakest link.
More
in the chain.
people, more opportunities for error.
The chain that binds in Fallout New Vegas. The Brotherhood of Steel. Oh hey, we did it.
Why'd I die?
Did it.
I don't know why, like, that was really weird. Okay, hard part's over. Alright, that's another hard part over.
And it's got airstriked. I did not know that tank was there.
Right, there's your free ammo.
Vital signs critical. Automatic medical system engaged.
This.
Major fracture detected.
Didn't even need to do that. It's about sending a message. Thank you.
Major lacerations detected. Warning. Vital signs critical. Cease medical attention. Laceration detected.
Fun little sequence.
Power 25%. Power 50%. Power 70.
Yeah, it takes a second for the elevator to start going up, which is dumb.
Oh, he's right there. He's under the windowsill.
Are you cutting out? Is your internet being weird?
Who?
Yeah. Yeah, mine. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, because it's appearing you're cutting out, and... Yeah.
Yeah, your ping's really bad, so that would explain it.
Yeah, it goes from like low to high.
I like how there is a first aid thing in this otherwise completely bland and featureless concrete hallway. No reason for any of this to exist.
Ocean. Gotta be compliant.
Movement.
That thing just tossed me into the air and killed me.
Yeah, sometimes they get weird.
I did not
Not
realize
quite
that was
sure.
going to become fire.
Yeah, I was kind of in the middle of doing the thing. Yeah, they didn't make this one bigger. There's also something very funny about, like, 4 guys having trouble against, like, 6 head grabs. Like, when they're all
fast.
heavily armed.
They don't have the power suit that makes them good at the game.
Hey, come on.
Things real bad. I'm gonna give it a rest.
Okay. Thanks for coming out.
Yep.
Well, no, I'm still staying there. I mean, I'm probably gonna rejoin. I'm giving the internet a rest.
Okay.
Just seeing how I can like.
How did you get that open?
What do you mean?
Oh, this guy.
Yeah. Gotta take him down to that other door as well.
Get my hands on the guy.
Get out of the way!
Okay, I'll wait here and help. Let's get the hell out of here.
Sim. Cup.
This is a loop. Oh, right. This is where they do like some kind of wrong warp in the speed run, right?
No, well, the trick is, what the trick is they stick themselves in the door jam as it opens, so they get squished. But apparently, that one particular door jam, I don't know what the exact reasoning is, but like then when they get squished, they get health, or rather, they go
right.
Yeah,
It
they
does,
gain health. Some
that
fucking
bug.
weird integer overload or some shit.
Least intuitive puzzle in the game.
Yeah, this is another one of those things where they go, it's just like, yo, look what they let you do!
It is neat, but like, there's nothing else like this in the game, so the first time around you just assume it's a prop.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just skip all that shit. Level change.
Alright, the fuck you ceiling.
Best ceiling. A good ceiling, possibly even the best.
To be realistic, you would die if concrete fell on your head ceiling, I guess.
I don't know a fun fact about Fallout 3. Every movie snob that watches French films prefers it over New Vegas. Like, if you're a French movie snob, you're gonna love Fallout 3 over New Vegas, apparently.
I mean, it's more apocalyptic. I guess people could like that about it.
Yeah. The art game.
Depends what you want from the game.
New Vegas is a museum, Fallout 3 is an art museum.
I feel
Okay,
like
so-
with New
okay, the
Vegas,
best
a lot of its biggest flaws would have been fixed if it had more time, but the reality is it didn't get it.
Yeah.
So there's plenty to criticize.
So yeah, New Vegas is like an American history museum, and 3 is an art museum.
No idea what you're talking about.
It's just different.
Thank you.
I think that narratively, oh, what the? I don't remember this.
Well, Alabak,
The-
think
the
about
glue
it.
ball?
Like, you're
What
going.
was that?
Go.
That was an explosive.
Alabak, think about it. You're going through the game, and you're going to all of these landmarks, right?
Yeah.
And you get to explore them at your own leisure. You get to see the dino, you get to see Billy and was it? Yeah, you get to see the New Vegas casinos. You get to see all the landmarks in real life Vegas. So like calling it like calling New Vegas an interactive museum is a pretty funny comparison.
I mean,
If that makes any sense.
the DC wasteland isn't perfect, but it does have a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah, there
Although
are
a lot of it,
landmarks-
most of that space is just fucking sewers and subway tunnels. What did turning that do?
Yeah, I find the
Look, that's a
find
okay.
the,
It's not a mine. I'm still paranoid about the little
Find
laser
the-
tripwires after that level.
I find the sewers to be like kind of just like loot boxes. You're just constantly looting and
Oh yeah, that's why they're so common in games. They're easy to make. I mean, look at this. We're in another sewer level already. It's just a tunnel. You can obscure half the detail with water. Other half the details is pipes.
like sewers.
God damn it.
How did you fit through there? Oh, there he goes. Yeah, you have to be like at just the right spot.
I'm blocked by a worm.
Those are collision?
Yeah, they do. It's stupid.
Come on, Ledge. You can do this. Maybe not.
You're supposed to go on this thing. See this? See this green bar?
Oh, okay. Not intuitive.
Oh no.
Miraculously not highly visible.
We both do it at the same time, so now we're stuck.
Oh, I'm very stuck.
Love lost detected.
I pressed L, but somehow that fixed it.
There you go. You go first.
I mean,
Like, pushing me away. There we go. You there?
am I there?
I think his latency is above 300. Oh, there he is.
Shit! It's not what I wanted!
I'm scripting something at the same time playing Sven Coop right now, so that's why sometimes AFK.
Oh, hello.
You're what? I can't hear you.
I am programming.
Oh, so sometimes he's doing other stuff. Well, I got teleported anyways, doesn't matter. This particular puddle of radioactive goo is especially monochromatic.
Yeah, I was about to say, I gotta do something.
Oh, okay. Alright, you got chunks.
The one and only alien turret.
Yeah, it's something they just decided to make just to use the one time. They probably had more things in mind to use it with, but then those got cut or something, so they had to stick it in somewhere, at least to get some kind of use out of it.
Nothing wrong with recycling assets from content. That's just smart. The existence of Funk Vehicle makes me think that they are gonna try and do some vehicle segments, and it just didn't work. Let's face it, no one is going to be upset about this game lacking vehicle segments. They made up for it in 2. There it is. That's like the barest minimum representation of a car interior that you can get.
Yeah, given the time, it's like it's there to like give the impression of the thing.
Yeah, it's just funny to me. It's like a bench seat, but there's absolutely no there's no legroom whatsoever. The bench just runs right into the dash. But the dash is also like got a texture with a vague hint of like
a steering wheel,
clutch and stuff. It doesn't even have a steering wheel. I feel like there's like a model that's supposed to be in there that's missing. In terms of weird models, I've got to say, it is strange to me. It's such a weird decision that they changed the pistol. Because the original was a Glock, and now it's a Beretta, and they really had to take a lot of time to refine the model if they wanted to do that, because the original looked fine.
That was
Beretta's
It's Gearbox, right?
Beretta's
HD models. It's just that's just a weird choice to make. Like the shotgun looks, all the other guns look the same, just with higher power. Not the revolver, but the beta. The default revolver looks like fucking shit. But
okay, let me speak on the pistol, right? So, security guard doesn't really make sense for them to have Berettas, but it does make sense for them to have Glock because that's just what security guards in America, go with.
Yeah, that's what they're marketed towards. And I know that the Beretta is like military standard issue, but I don't know. It just seems like a weird little detail to change around. And functionally, I mean, as far as I'm aware, they're both 9mm semi-autos, except the Glock doesn't have a safety because it's a Glock.
I don't know why Gearbox decided to change all the weapon models around.
I'm trying to think of other games that did anything like that. Halo's had some revisions to its guns, but they generally maintain the same... I mean, they're fantasy, so I wouldn't say model, but appearance. True.
Don't risk opening that door until I was sure you'd scoured the area. This is the last entrance to the lab complex.
I remember
The other has been
there's a
sealed
time
off
where
during
Halo
the
2
invasion.
was going to have
We
like a
realized
select
that you might
fire
not
for
be
its
slated here.
assault
We
rifle
searched the
thingy.
doors to see who
I have to
had
wonder how
successfully
that
broken
worked.
through. Obviously, I drew the short.
Because I don't think there were any buttons left on that controller for them to use to activate it.
For you, I mean. The reactor is shut down right now.
Yeah. Well, apparently that version of Halo 2 didn't run on the Xbox at all, so...
Teleportation labs. You're not
Apparently, in the
Are you
real game,
talking
can
about
soft lock
the
yourself.
yeah, that like E3 presentation build
Yeah.
that just wasn't real. It was all just
Oh, it was
fake.
real. It was just barely held together. It was everything that they had in a functional state at that time. And also running on, like, not even a dev kit. It was, like, running on one of their computers.
Okay, grab the glue-on gun.
Where? Oh, there it is.
TK.
I feel like HD texture packs just as a thing have just... I mean, most games are HD now, so of course it means it makes sense they disappear, but there was like a weird time where they were a thing for a while. Like, last time I'm aware of after happening was Dragon's Dogma got one.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, well, the game's performance was not good, so they had to cut corners where they could, but when they did the PC release, no, the Dark Arisen re-release, they included an HD texture thing. I think you could even download it on console, but it was like 4 gigs or something. Yeah. It's probably like a ray tracing update or something. I've never gotten ray tracing to work on my computer, and I feel like it's not worth it.
Yeah, I know not to fuck with that. Like, it
I'm not
looks
even
nice, but, like, I know that we'll be pushing it with what I have, so I decide, oh, I'm gonna stick with what I have.
I'm not even sure how to feel about DLSS.
Is that the hair thing?
No, DLSS is the... it renders things at a lower resolution than the display, then uses an algorithm to upscale it, the resolution. So you can theoretically get, you know, HD...
without having to, like, pump out the system power for it, right?
Yeah, better. It's a performance option. But in my experience, it causes weird artifacting and is usually really blurry.
Alright, I did the first pump, now I'll just, like, I'll work with 50 to the second one.
I mean, honestly, if you can't get the game to run well, maybe just, instead of trying to do little tricks, just fix the damn game.
Optimization is hard.
Help? There we go. No, I knew this would happen.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, now it is safe. Like, that's the thing. It's like...
Part of it is that
like
you've hit a point in graphics where you get diminishing returns.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, yeah.
You can only add so many more polygons, you know? Like,
and to the point
just
where,
use this as a reference, like, DK, this model's kind of rough, but double the polygons on him and he'd look pretty good. Quadruple him and you would barely be able to tell the difference between the doubling, I think.
Yeah, like, there's, yeah, the diminishing returns where it's just like, yeah, you can put a lot of effort into it, but eventually it just, like, doesn't really look that much different.
So they go all in on particle effects, and for what it's worth, it's a weird little thing, but I do think making hair render better is actually a worthwhile endeavor, because damn, it looks weird even in most modern games. The a lot of this stuff is kind of pointless. Like ray tracing, I don't see how it's really that a big improvement. And then you're now at the mercy of, the algorithm to generate good-looking lighting, whereas before you could just, set up the lighting scenario yourself. Like, the bigger issue is dynamic lights. Like, the obvious example here is Fear.
Yeah.
Mostly pre-baked with the occasional dynamic, but that's all it needed, and it still looks better than the lighting in a lot of modern games. This crane is moving. Is anyone controlling it?
I think that one might be automatic. God, what the hell was I about to say?
Diminishing returns, polygon count, bust of Beethoven, JPEG.
Yeah, I know. I like how I know exactly what you're talking about. But okay, yeah. So a lot of game devs go all in on hey, we got to squeeze as much graphics out as you can. But like, I feel like we're reaching a point where like people aren't really getting as much out of that anymore. So they're starting to think like, hey, let's get some better performance instead. That's why a lot of people go, hey, can you get like consistent frame rate? Can we get like a stable 60, please? And they go like, okay, we can get like 25, maybe. And like people go, meh.
I played games on the N64. I still do sometimes. Lower frame rates do not bother me at all, as long as it makes sense. Where have you guys gone?
God, what the hell was that thing that I saw that told me, hey, let's go this way?
Oh, right, you can swim in the nuclear water, right?
Yes, it's coolant.
But yeah, as long as the frame rate is stable, it's okay. Then there are occasionally performance things that are actually kind of jarring, like Dragon's Dogma 2. I love that game, but holy shit, the pop-in on NPCs in the cities is unreal. I played it at release, and outside of the cities, for me, it ran fine. I'm not running... I don't remember my hardware specs, but I'm running like an i7...
Level change.
And like a... something. I don't know. I'll boot up Specky. And that ran okay.
Power 25%. Power 50%.
Yeah, it's something to do. It's something to do with the CPU, and they recently released a patch for it. See, my GPU is apparently a RX 670. No, 6700. Big difference there. Which is fairly decent. I don't know. But like, that game looks pretty good. It's got some performance stuff, but it was, like I said, the parts where it counted, outside the NPC pop-in, it was pretty consistent. Even in the city, I had okay, like, frame rates. It's purely the pop-in. It's like, there's something about how the RE engine tracks NPC locations that's really CPU loaded. I'm not sure how you would even fix that. They are kind of complex in that game. Yeah, don't try to revive me. Oh, you know, another one that ran like ass, Remnant 2. That game is just horrifically optimized.
Right, that's the other thing I keep meaning to talk about or bring up. Like, okay, so optimization. It's an easy way for, like, somebody who doesn't know game dev stuff to go, just make it run good, but, like, there is other shit going on that makes it hard. Like,
Yeah, well,
apparently... You go.
No, part of it is, like, you know, how familiar you are with the different rendering techs, and what kind of engines are you using, and how well do they play with some of the tech out there, like AMD versus NVIDIA and stuff. There's a lot to account for people don't seem to realize.
Yeah. Something big. A big example that I'm thinking of is Total War. Specifically, the big update they did to make, like, turn times, like, not shit. to make
kind
it,
of a big deal.
to make it speed up super fast and like
Major fracture detected.
Hey, you know this place with the destructible grates? That seems like a Sven Coop thing, right?
maybe.
Alright, I found a bunch of scientists. Is this the right spot?
I think this is just a fun bonus area.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Don't quite remember how this how this maze works out.
There. Yeah. You have to know which one is not what's the actual combo to take, and you also need to time like when you jump in so you don't fall and die.
I just remember all I really remember is that yeah, you have to. The number matters. It's not just one in the center of the column. There's 3, and then there's a red one that you don't jump into or you die.
Okay. 7 is okay. So the one you want to go to at the top is 7.
Okay, so 2, 7. Oh. Keep going through 5, which is the scientist room.
Fuck me.
That one, my understanding is a lot of it is just they're not compressing stuff, so that it's less CPU time spent decompressing files.
Plus, there's the theory that God damn it, that I heard that some games might not bother doing that because, like, whoa, well, if you can only fit one game on your hard drive, it may as well be ours. Ooh, don't play that.
That's kind of paranoid thinking, in my opinion. Because I'm pretty sure, no, that's right, Steam doesn't charge for downloads. Oh, it's ActiveList. They say stupid shit all the time. Not necessarily representative of the industry as a whole.
Oh, it's 3 and 1.
So it's just another one of their "don't you guys own phones" moments.
That wasn't even Activision that said that. That was fucking Blizzard.
They're the same company.
Right. That's...
Yeah, it's ActiBliz. They're awful.
That's a bad feeling, yeah.
I mean, I think that with Call of Duty, they're just, like, lazy. They know it'll make money, so they don't put much effort into it. More accurately into the quality. I'm sure those people that develop it are working way too hard. There's a broken texture on this platform. Like, it's not the pink checkered, it's just, like, stretched real weird.
Now I'm just thinking about, like, what the fuck happened with, like, Blizzard, and just, like, that feels bad.
I used to live down the street from Blizzard.
Oh, cool.
That's my Blizzard story. I used to live down the street from their offices. As for them, yeah, they've not released anything good since... I mean, why am I back here? Oh. The first release of Overwatch was pretty fun, and then they just literally patched all of the fun out of it, which is a shocking thing I've never seen before. They didn't have to. They chose to.
Power 25%.
They just,
wanted to be
most of it's
respected
pointless.
as a
They just
sport.
kept taking away options. And then especially when that point there's like they're forcing team composition, that's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid. Something that really bugs me is just like I think one of the more recent changes was they reduced team size, which fucking shocked me because just like at what point have you ever gone, man, you know what this game needs? Less players.
We thought you'd never make it.
This is the supply depot for our first survey team. Quite a few.
That was Overwatch 2, yeah. And I can only assume the reason they did that is to, you know, so that they can bring over balancing theory from World of Warcraft, because that uses 5-man parties.
Created by
And if they're forcing team composition anyways, you might as well go with what's familiar.
you will know it when you see it.
The way Valve is making Deadlock, they smell blood in the water.
Yeah.
I think that's a good point,
100%.
because Overwatch 2 is not popular.
But you've come this far.
Well, it's not well regarded. I don't know anything about the sales or
There's
whatever.
other shit going
Yeah,
on
Valve
with,
is-
like...
Wipe it out.
You go.
Valve is kind of a vulture company,
Yes.
you know?
So,
They
if you're
kind of do
willing,
smell
my
blood in
colleague
the
is
water,
waiting
and
for
they
you at the main
do,
portal
they're pretty
controls. He will
opportunistic.
open the gates
I mean,
Lot
they
of
run
ways.
Steam. They have the biggest market research platform in the industry.
That portal to warm up.
Because they run the biggest marketplace, so they have all that data right there. It's like, if someone were to make a Pokemon competitor that just blew Game Freak out of the water, I don't think anyone would give them side-eye. It's just, yeah, that's how it goes.
Once you're in, then you will leave.
Like, one of the biggest things for Pokemon in years is like a fucking fan project that, like, they haven't shut down yet.
Oh, the...
Pokerogue thing.
Yeah.
I haven't played, but everybody seems to have fun doing it.
Whoever the IP holder is, it's a mix between Creatures Inc. and Nintendo and Game Freak. It's all complicated. Whoever owns the rights there seem to be perfectly fine with Pokemon fan games and ROM hacks, because I'm not aware of any of them having been taken down. In like Showdown, it's a website where you can play basically what is Pokemon multiplayer, and you can just do that, and yeah, they just leave it alone. So it's not really Nintendo lawyer behavior. So I don't really know who owns the copyrights, the copyrights there. It's probably really fucking complicated. But my point being, the quality of the games has taken a notable nosedive since the DS era. And you don't hear people like, you know, saying, "Oh, well, you know, leave it be. They'll get there." It's just like, you know, people want someone to take them out. Force them to compete.
Very weird that, like, every game has had their own, like, little gimmick, and then they just drop the gimmick every time instead of, like, building up to, like, something very cool over the years.
I'm not quite sure well, there's a long story there. One, apparently I didn't realize this, but there's, like, a bunch of different teams that have worked on Pokemon mainline games. Like I said, there's Game Freak, there's Creatures, which is Inc., which is apparently a separate company, and then there's Nintendo themselves, so inconsistent staffing is one thing. And apparently most of these teams are like 30 people max, which is insane.
You're almost there, Freeman. Get yourself in position.
Well, part of it is you're thinking profit motive, because it's a business at the end of the day. Well, guess what? Lazy X and Y outsold, you know, Black and White like 3-1.
Now, not yet, Freeman.
So why put in the effort? That's more time and money spent. Yeah, just a high expense for less return. So shit out something cheap.
Power level is 100.
I mean, some of it was just bad planning. Like, the Mega Evolution thing was it's cool, but it was never a good idea because you have over 100 Pokemon. You're just giving yourself a titanic amount of work with that system.
Well, I'm dead.
Sword and Shield are straight up embarrassing.
18.
Automatic medical system engaged.
Just a lot of broken bones that need morphine. There it is.
Oh, come on. Oh, all I lucked out.
Like, you get an IP that's big enough, and eventually people start to go, fuck it, it'll sell.
It doesn't have to be that way, though. Mario, it had its moment, you know, in the mid-2010s where it was kind of eh. But, like, it's never been bad.
That's because you got, like, the original guy, like, getting really mad if people try to fuck it up. Like we were just talking about earlier with, like, the Mario Mandate of, like, and that's just, like, how characters, like, look. Like, there's definitely, like, background rules of, like, okay, you're not putting our mascot on anything that's gonna be, like, bad. Like, people, like, oh, Sunshine, but it's, like, it's still a functional game.
Sunshine is not a bad game. It is a weird game, and compared to 64, it's like, I wouldn't call it a step forward, it's like a step sideways. But in no way is Sunshine a bad game. Outside of the lava level, goddamn, that one sucks. Yeah, I rather... Ooh. Right, the magic mushrooms. I struggle to name a bad Mario game. But part of it is also they're not putting one out every single year. It's not like Pokemon.
Yeah, like, okay, the Switch had, like, Mario Odyssey, and, like, some stuff that was remade, and then everybody, and, like, then that was basically it, right?
No, in terms of 3D, yeah, there's Odyssey, there's the All-Stars, which I don't know how you want to count that. There's Mario Maker 2.
That's just
and
more
then there's
remastered,
Wonder.
re-release stuff. Yeah.
Wonder is new, and that game's actually really good.
Wonder's another case of just, like, a gimmick that's not too bad.
It seems like a logical step forward. The Wonder Seeds are just power-ups, but for the entire level.
But yeah, like, Odyssey was a huge deal, and you can clear, like, that was like a system seller.
Yeah, because they know that now. Why did they make Odyssey 2? I don't know. Why did they make a Mario 64 2? Probably because that name would suck, but they're just kind of always like that. Nintendo makes weird decisions.
Yeah, they pump all the they pump like, God, think about how long it must have taken to make Odyssey. Like, between, like, setting up levels, making hard assets, that's a multi-year effort. Easily.
Oh yeah, that's like a 3 to 5 years of development. Not to mention actually, like, you know, getting the mechanics all worked out. And it's not like that's the only example of a series that's like that. And like, the Half-Life games, there's not many of them, but I wouldn't name a bad one among them.
I mean, you can get
episode 1 that's kind of contentious for some people, oddly enough, which I think is one of the stronger points in the series, but I think they just think they don't like the dark level.
You can go to like to some parts of the expansions, but like, yeah, they're still overall like not bad.
And they're all doing their own thing, even with the expansion stuff.
Not a fan of, like, required VR, but, like, everything I've seen... not dead. Everything I've seen about Alex looks amazing. Fuck.
I am not surprised by their VR focus. Valve has always been way into the tech. I still think the VR tech needs a couple years to kind of mature.
Yeah.
Well, part of the issue is the barrier entry is that Brain doesn't like it.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of barriers of entry. Like, there's exactly what you said, like, the motion sickness thing. And then you have, like, the high cost of not just, like, the actual... like, the headset itself, you also need, like, a PC powerful enough to run it.
Yeah.
Which is also its own thing. And then, like, there's, like, dev cost for making those games. Like, that's also pretty high. like, the big thing was like, oh man, look at Alex, it's gonna be so cool. There's gonna be so many games that look like that. And, like, how much, like, what other, like, huge fuck you, this is, like, really cool projects are there?
I mean,
Like-
the bubble burst, so...
Yeah, like, my sister plays Beat Saber a little bit. Oh no!
That was one of the earlier ones, too, wasn't it?
It's not like I could even point her at Alex anyway for fun, because I don't even know, I think it's like the PS whatever one that they use. Alex was before COVID. So, like, if...
I want to say it was like late 2018. Yeah, but the bubble burst around that time, so there's just less VR dev going on. Will that eventually change? Who knows? Ugh. I see potential with the tech. I don't see anyone taking advantage of it.
Yeah, no, the thing with AI is... It feels like any kind of possible cool use there could be for it has been overshadowed by... Oh, hey, yeah, we're using up all the fresh water to like, render a girl with, like, 6 fingers and 3 boobs.
Oh,
Whoop.
no, the big one is they're extorting the state of Texas. They get paid by the state to turn off their servers because they use so much power. They cause brownouts.
That is, like... You could, like, I could talk, like, more about fucking Texas and their, like, weird power situation. Like, that,
It's
like, that has...
self-inflicted.
Yeah, that's the exact right way to word that. But yeah, like, okay, so there's the extreme use of power and, like, water for AI. There's the fact that they, like, some guy, like, legit got in front of lawyers in Canberra, saying, but we need, like, free, unlimited access to copyright material in order for AI to work. It's just like, no, that's still not yours. Like, I can go, like, to Google and, like, basically just grab whatever the fuck I want to make a thumbnail, because, like, that shit's for funny, haha, like, no one's actually making money off of that shit. But, like, if you want, like, hey, yeah, like, $100 million AI project, yeah, I stole a whole bunch of stuff from, like, pretty much every movie under the sun. Like, yeah, but why is that relevant? Ugh. And it's just like, yeah, it's like it ends up taking shit without asking, which isn't cool.
I mean, it's not like the copyrights were ever really well enforced to begin with. Just more examples of that.
Mm.
And people call it AI, and it's like,
And it's
ultimately, no. No, it is not. It's marketing. The bubble will burst on this, too.
Yeah, it's like... You remember Chaseway?
Yeah, it's exactly that. It's the visual and auditory ones are more impressive than they're called large language LLMs. But they have no comprehension. There's no component of comprehension to them. There's no context. It's an algorithm that associates things.
Yeah.
And, like, once again, I see potential for it to do some, like, support work, but in terms of, like, what EA's talking about, like, replacing 60% of the programmers with programs, yeah, good luck with that. There's an old, with regards to programming, there's an old saying, garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah. That's another thing. Like, okay, so these databases that these AI programs are, like, pulling shit from to, make their stuff. Like, those are getting fucked up by garbage, like, AI results as well. So it's like...
It's an bolus of shit.
Yeah. Like, I could look, like... What the fuck was it? Was that... I know I saw a picture of, like, oh, hey, an AI... Like, hey, draw a picture of a... draw a picture of, like, a campsite with a campfire, and it put the campfire in the tent.
The impressive part there is it makes a recognizable tent and a recognizable campfire.
Yeah.
That is legitimately impressive that the algorithm can generate recognizable imagery.
Yeah, if it
but since it has no comprehension, it just it's just like a jigsaw puzzle with flat sides on all sides of each piece.
Yeah, you know, like, if it weren't being used for nefarious purposes, and if it wasn't, like, so resource-intensive that it's like, you're starting to go, it's just like, oh, we kind of need that water, buddy. Like, it would be pretty impressive, just like, oh, cool, look at this, oh, I did kill myself again. Cool, look at this cool stuff we can do! And instead, it's like, okay, we're gonna... Okay, I bought Chat GTP, and I'm gonna ask it I'm gonna ask it when World War III is gonna start, and what I should do about that. And that's my plan for the future, and it's just like, no, dude.
I mean, such idiots would get bad ideas from other sources.
Thank you, whoever did that.
Programs are at least predictably shitty. I think the most practical use, but also the potentially most dangerous, is the way it can replicate voice patterns.
Oh yeah, we haven't hit that point yet, where, like, they're trying to, like, say, oh, hey, yeah, look, I'm gonna imitate this presidential candidate and fuck up the election. Like, they're gonna try eventually, but they're not quite there yet. Mainly because people are dumb and keep trying to jump the gun, where... Oh, look, I got him on camera eating a baby! And it's just like, that doesn't even look like him. What are you, stupid? Yeah. Like,
well, hopefully they'll back off on this AI-driven garbage, because, like, it's not good. It doesn't work.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in suits going, it's just like, look, like, we put a lot of money into this, we gotta make it work.
Yep.
Just fucking make it work.
Oh, that's how I get up. That thing.
Yeah.
Say what you will about Black Mesa's rework of Zen, at least it was easy to determine what you should be doing next.
Oh, no, like, Black Mesa, Sven, blows this out of the fucking water. I don't care that, like, this is somebody who's, like, a big fan of this game. I don't give a shit about how bad, like, you might, oh no, you changed it. Like, no, rip all this out, put what they did in Black Mesa in. Like, yeah, like, they set up the whole, it's just like, oh yeah, no, the Vortigons are just slaves. I mean, yes, in, like, base Half-Life, you can clearly see, like, the slave collars and stuff, but, like...
Unless controllers are present.
I never noticed that, but I wouldn't be, it would not shock me at all if that was how that worked.
Yeah, if you how do you even get over there? Huh. But yeah, no, I've seen discussions like that back when, good God, when the remakes of Metroid 2, I'm sure you saw the stupid videos like, oh, the atmosphere of the Game Boy game was ruined. It's like, bitch, it is a Game Boy game. What atmosphere? Like, I get it. It's definitely still got that kind of classic Metroid bleepy bloopy, very dark feel to it, but like, come on, it is a Game Boy game. You can give credit for, you know, taking advantage of the hardware to work to the degree they did, but no remake is going to just be a Game Boy game again. Why is my screen rumbling like it's an earthquake?
I don't know what's going on to cause that, but...
It settled down. It's not a bad game, it is a Game Boy game. You know exactly, that's all I really needed to describe it. You know exactly what you're getting. It is simple, kind of short, but straightforward. No map. Well, that's where the linearity and the fact you can't backtrack in it factors in. That doesn't make it a better game, it's part of the design. Oh, found the hole. I will say, in terms of the discussion of weird complaints about the remakes, is that the official one on 3DS, adding a bunch of enemies in that final segment was a strange choice, since it's very obvious they deliberately omitted enemies from that last section where you're running out of the planet. And the Ridley boss fight at the end, while cool, is a really weird addition too. Then, like,
it's
the fan
Metroid.
fan game had like a weird boss to fight against like a xenomorph looking thing, so like neither of them are exactly sticking strictly to the source material, you know? I don't see any people being terribly interested in revisiting any version of Metroid 2 after Dread releases. After Dread has released, to be honest. Like, it's not like it had a cult following like Super Metroid. Like, it was impressive for a Game Boy game. It's still a Game Boy game, though, and how many of those do people revisit regularly, you know? This is about the only ones are the Mario games.
Oh!
I see the projectiles, but there it is.
It's just there to hurt you.
I think I still have AM2R on my hard drive.
I do. That's a good game.
No, it's
right.
me,
That was the unstuck button. It's one of those games where it's like, oh hey, you grab it to download, you download it to play it later, and it's just like, you just never get around to it. It's just because there's just too many games.
Oh come on! Did these controllers respawn or something?
I think so, because this is like the last, like, this is like the last room.
Now, M2R is really good. Even after it was DMCA'd, it continued to receive updates. So, like, it's not going anywhere. Damn.
How the hell does that work?
They just took down the official site, and links to it on GitHub just mysteriously appear on Reddit or wherever, you know?
That's what you're supposed to do. There's a whole YouTube video from some guy who's just like, hey, you make it a cool thing? Shut up about it.
You can do it if it's a Sega property. Sega don't give a shit. Yeah. And I don't even think they would have cared if they didn't literally have their own Metroid 2 remake in the works. They were going to be announcing like 2 weeks later. That was just really unfortunate timing on that part. It is funny how that worked out, though. And I mean, if you want to do a Metroid 5, you do kind of have to revisit 2. kind of a big plot point stuff there, even if there's not much game to be. It is kind of funny to me that, like, the series is called Metroid, and the one where you fight the most Metroids is the one on the Game Boy no one plays.
The trick might be explosives.
I clipped through him. Hello?
Ah, there we go.
You seeing this?
No.
I'm inside of him.
Oh shit! Like, beat him up from the inside then.
After smacking him, he released me.
Here.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be explosives. Like, regular bullets can't hurt them too.
No, he bleeds even to the... Oh, ow. He bleeds even to the crowbar.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about the crystals.
Oh. I had forgotten about the crystals.
Now I'm just thinking about the Nylons fighting Black Mesa, and that was fucking rad too.
It's very loud. But yes, it is far better than this Bounce House of Pain.
Who's on that beating that thing up? Is that you, Monument? Like, wait for like the head to open. I'm going for it. Oh, no, never mind.
Over.
I clipped into him again.
Damn it. I keep thinking, man, wouldn't it be cool to just jump in the head and start beating the thing up from inside, but I never managed to pull it off.
Time to return our government property.
Don't think
Pretty sure
about
at least some of that belongs to Black Mesa. Then again, they're under government contracts, so it's probably government property.
It's all government contracts and shit. So yeah, don't think about how much that suit costs, by the way.
Gordon Freeman in the flesh.
What, the...
HEV suit? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of them they ever made. It's not really clear how common those things are issued.
As for the suit,
I'm surprised.
I think you've earned it.
I'm surprised the rebellion, the resistance never got more than one suit.
Well, you in Half-Life 2, you're like somewhere in Russia, and this facility, which is presumably the source of them, is like in Arizona or New Mexico or something. So I can understand that.
I feel like it would be a great plot point if Eli Vant made makeshift hazard suits just to compete with the Combine. That would be really
It would
cool.
make sense.
I'm just look at it like this skybox is just like...
Oh yes, the front of the 6th grade science book, yes.
Exactly. You ever notice that, like, you get these textbooks in school, and then, like, you almost never really get into the thing where, like, that's on the front cover? Where it's just like, oh, hey, check out, it's like, it's like a dude surfing on a wave, but then there's like a whole bunch of like graph lines and stuff. It's like, oh, we're gonna get into that, and it's just like, no.
I do have to wonder what goes on in the mind of a textbook cover artist.
Rather an anticlimax after what you've
Just thinking about how he needs to make this gig work, or like if they figure out like, oh man, if they figure out we can just slap whatever the fuck we want on the covers because the kids cover that shit with like paper and drawings anyway, I'm out of a job.
Wisely done, Mr.
Generic white guy Pharaoh will forever stick in my mind. Apparently that was actually some art that was like commissioned for like a slot machine that they licensed for the cover of that history book. It's just like, who knows? Don't get me started on textbook companies. Half of them are scams.
I'll lose.
Yeah, and they have the
programmer.
There's
they
a Mark Laidlaw.
Yeah. I wonder, did they change up the credits just enough to get Sven? I guess not. They didn't change anything to get Sven people in there. And yeah, that's it for the people who worked on this. I'm sure
their first game, wasn't it?
It's like, you think about other games that have come out, like, not recently, but I'm sure there's examples you can think of if you stop and think about it, where it's just like, hey, how many people working on this? Like 500. And there's something to be said for having like a small team that's more cohesive than like a big studio spread out over like 3 countries.
I mean, industry's different now. Like, back when games were new, it was even smaller than Valve. Like, Ultima started with... What's his name? In his parents' garage.
The game that I just beat, that I talked about a couple times today, Skull, made by like one guy and the occasional contractor for like side stuff. So
yeah, and a lot of indie games are like that. Hylix was like that. It's pretty much all Mason Lindroth. Chuck Salomon provided some music for 2, but otherwise all the programming, art, and all that, and half the music's by Mason. Hollow Knight's like 2 Australians, and
I thought it was like 3, and like they're brothers.
It's like 2.5 Australians, and one might actually be a Kiwi. I don't think Yacht Club the Hollow Knight devs are quite that small.
No, like, yeah. You mean Shovel Knight, you mean?
Yeah, Shovel Knight, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're doing now. Like, something to do with, like, they're trying to ape Link's Awakening.
They're, like, doing some publishing stuff on the side.
Because it has been a bit since they've done, since like, a game from them came out. But I assume, like, Shovel Knight still, like, fucking sold, like, nonsense big money, and I assume
doing a re-release for new consoles, so like there's still a demand.
Yeah, so I imagine like with that and like the sales from the stuff they've already put out, there's like enough cash trickling in that they can just do whatever the fuck.
They've had a decently consistent release schedule every couple of years. And they're mostly smaller games, but yeah.
But okay. I'm gonna click the disconnect button now. Okay then. Yeah, I just felt like going through the first Half-Life game again because it's been a bit since we'd done that, since I'd done it, and it's still good.
It holds up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure like what I said before when we started bringing up Black Mesa is I'm sure there's people who would like look at this and like either like I don't know, they weren't like I don't know, they look at that go, it's just like, I don't know, man, it looks really clunky, or they're just maybe not too used to old-style FPS games, but if they don't like...
It's pretty much the blueprint for most modern FPS games, so I don't think people would have too much trouble getting into it.
I mean, you're not wrong, but like, there's people going, it's just like, man, that's old, that was back in 98, so they go, maybe they go for Black Mesa instead, and Black Mesa's not too bad.
No, that's really good. I like the fact it's not all hit scam. Hit scan pisses me off. If
But
Max
yeah.
Payne can emulate bullets, you can too.
But okay.
In that game, you're not a gun. You're a thing that's manipulating Max Payne like a doll.
Yeah, it's definitely a different kind of game, but my point being, the tech was there. I don't know. It just bothers me.
Yeah, like to be fair, that's probably like involves like a lot of extra programming, modeling, and shit. Just like okay, because like the bullets are a real thing that exists in the world. They're just so fast you can't actually see them unless it's slow mo. But okay. Next week, V Rising. That'll be the second week of us doing that. We were basically done with the first act, so hopefully we'll be able to make some progress into the second one. Third week, I don't know. I kind of want to do Castle Crashers again because it's on sale. I got it. Well, I got it because it was on sale. A whole bunch of other people have it, and that could be fun. And fourth week will be more Grand Blue. But okay, I am done. I will catch you guys next time.
All right.
Thank you. Good night.
Night.
Bye bye.
And stream